don't understand. Whatever. I'm gonna just do this. We got some daily lows over here. Highs. And then of course the huge gap. So we'll see. There's a tiny little gap. That's what we need to. I swear, bro, like this shit is not working. Oh, I mean, it says I'm live. Okay, maybe it is working. Okay, cool. Anywho, so yeah, watching ES, but I like to look at SPY. Yeah, I'm gonna draw out the 5 minute. So, first 5 minute candle was, let's go out here. This is the first 5 minute candle. This one right here, 8:35. So, I'm gonna go ahead and draw. Oh, whoops. We're gonna draw our box here. And then we are going until market close at 3. So boom, that's 5 minute orb right there. And then you can see we just broke below it, closing back above it. I'm gonna go ahead and draw it on SPY over here too. This is the first 5 minute bar there. Boom, just like that. Okay, so market just opened. It's Monday. Look at the 15 real quick. We had this gap down from whatever news right above the huge gap from this move. And we held it. We bounced back up. Pretty much, I think this is probably going to go back up to Friday's low. And then I don't really know for here. That would be like filling this little tiny gap. Trading the 5 minute orb though. So let's just stick with focusing on that. So we broke below it, back inside of it. Like I said, in the current market conditions, I noticed that like we like to retest the midpoint a lot. So we may do that and then like really come down, and probably if we do close back below this 5 minute orb, I think there's a good chance we come to these lows down here to like 674 to this daily level where we had some consolidation in the pre-market there. So I'm gonna see how these candles play here. I'm gonna keep I think I'll keep the 15 minute on my left chart over there just to see. So we're in the last 5 minutes of the first 15 minute candle. Then I'm watching the 1 minute here, and I got the 5 over here. Okay, we got high volume on that bounce, but it was like decreasing kind of. So let's see if it holds this 5 minute low here. Got a hammer candle on the 5 minute. Is there any news today? I didn't look for that. No, no news today. There's PPI tomorrow and a couple orange folders Thursday and Friday. So no real red folders. So seeing here if we're gonna hold this 5 minute low, this could be potential play. like we could do that with a stop right below that, all the way back up to day high, essentially. But I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna wait. So trading 5-minute orb. Also gonna be looking to potentially take a trade on the opening range, but that doesn't develop. So there's 5-minute opening range, which is the first 5-minute high and low. Then there's what I call the opening range, or I'm gonna start calling it the 1.5 opening range. That's what I'm gonna call it. 1.5 opening range is the high and low of the day in the first hour and a half. I explained this last night if you watched the video from the Sunday review, but pretty much, yeah, the first hour and a half, there's like an 80% chance that the high and low of the day has been set. Okay, that's a nice bounce. Okay. That's an interesting 1-minute candle. We just retested the midpoint there. If we close back below this 5-minute, I think I'm gonna go for it. And we're taking it down to the lows. Should be possibly down here, really. See how this 5-minute, I mean this 15-minute is gonna look. Two contracts max. I feel like I should move my camera somewhere else. It's like not showing though. Cool. All right, there's a break back down to the lows here. Retest the midpoint. Let's see, 5-minute is looking like it's gonna close bearish, close below that. All right, I'm putting my order here at the 5-minute, right there. Oh, it got me in. Okay. I'm so confused. So I'm in. Okay, cool. Got me in 2 contracts there. Shorting. Entry here on that close. Stop, I guess, would have to be up here. And 2 to 1. Pretty much, yeah, I'm pretty much targeting down here. So let's see this play out. I grabbed 2 contracts. The only thing I would be concerned about is that we put in a day low and it could bounce there again because it bounced there once. But I think if we break it, it's a pretty high probability we're going to get down to these lows here. So, yeah, we'll just see if this plays out. So we did close below the 5-minute range. That's good. You know, this market can do whatever it wants though. But let's just Trade the plan. Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and put the stop on here too. So what? If it goes back up here, I'll lose $50. If it comes all the way down to where I think it's gonna come down to, we'll make $130. So like what I was concerned about is looking like that's what's happening. Came down to equal lows that we made on the day. And it looks like the buyers are trying to step in here and support it. So let's see if the sellers can stay in control and bring this down. We did have quite the run up in the pre-market. Like if we look over here at SPY, we gapped down, and I was looking at it last night and I'm like, the way this is looking, it's probably gonna run back up to where it was. And it pretty much did. But I think with like the war and the politics and all that stuff, like there still is a little bit of a bearish sentiment. Like even though like we kind of did have a downtrend going here and we finally broke this downtrend back to the upside, I feel like we were talking like right here. Right. So there's that. And it doesn't look like this trade is going to work out. So it's looking like I'm about to get stopped out, which is ass. But it's cool because I'm trading my plan and I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to my guns. Yeah, I'm stopped out. Wow. Okay. Well, that's why we use a stop loss. Cool. All right. So we took about a $60 loss there. It's cool. I was like, honestly, yeah, I said that was my concern, and that was my concern, and that's what happened. So cool. I probably could have had the stop a little tighter, but 2-to-1, that's the risk to reward I'm running. So whatever. Yeah, that sucks, but I'm glad I stopped out because I would be completely cooked right now. So got stopped out. What I thought might have happened happened, and yeah, that would have been cool if we would have took the long there, but did not. And then if you look at SPY, it's ripping back up here. So I could wait and see if this comes back down to retest this 5-minute orb and then try to take a long there. It's probably what I will do. I don't even know what this is about. Like, this doesn't even seem like regular price action. It just seems like something just happened and we just rocketed $2 on SPY. Not sure what that's about. So it's whatever. This is the name of the game. I hate these market conditions, bro, because it's like, what is that? I guess I should have realized when we didn't make a new low. I could have been like, you know what, this ain't it. And but like literally, what? Like what? What even, bro? All you can do is laugh at it. Oh boy, well, it's okay. But that is crazy. Let's see if we get the pull back to the 5 minute order. I'm gonna set the order there. Let's go right there. Or should I wait? Like, no, I shouldn't be hasty here, right? I should put my order like where my stop loss is. Put it like here, down here. See if it dips down in there. Damn, I really wanted to touch this. I I'm gonna take this order off. I'm just gonna give it a second. Because I don't know what's going on. Like, why do we just have a monster candle like that? I think this is a retest, though. I do. So yeah, I would look for something like this. If it gives it up. Hmm. 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 So that was like a volume spike, but like it's being met with similar volume besides that last one. Let's just see how the candles act here. Looking at SPY, that would be like the fill of this little tiny gap that we had above here, and we're holding above that. Especially on the 5 minute. What a disgusting candle. Well, still hasn't. It didn't touch the 5 minute range. 5 minute orb. Yeah, doesn't look like it's gonna give it to me. I wanted it to come down and touch this for the bounce. So yeah, took a loss today. Lost $60. Started this account at 2K, so now I'm like just above it, like $2,007. I followed my plan, so it's not an actual. It is a loss on paper, but it's a win in the sense that I followed my plan, which was a 5 minute break and retest. So I mean, I saw this break here. I might have entered a little early and aggressively, looking for the break of the new lows, and so I got stopped out literally as we broke back above the midpoint. Um, so yeah, but I respected my stop loss. I was comfortable with what I was willing to put up, and I traded proper size. So I mean, I'm gonna journal that trade for sure. I'm gonna be journaling every trade. Um, that was just like gnarly though, the way it just ran through like that. This doesn't look like I'm gonna get the touch of the 5 minute high like I wanted to, and I feel like that's what I need for this to be like the highest probability setup, and I didn't get that. So the only other setup I will take is the opening range, the 1.5 opening range. So if I see that the high and the low of the day is, if I would wait till 10 a.m. So pretty much after another hour, I'm gonna draw the high and low of the day at 10 a.m. Central Time, and perhaps if we're near one of those levels, I will look for a trade to take. But for now, I'm just gonna sit on my hand and I'm not gonna jump back in here, just cause I don't really know what's going on, and I don't think I ever know what's going on, cause the market still does whatever it wants to do, but you have an idea of what's like a high probability setup and what's not. And I was willing to take the chance on that one there. I'm not willing to take the chance here because it looks like it's fighting or struggling. Like we had this huge red candle. Now it's trying to creep its way back up. Damn, man, I wish it gave me the touch. It looks good, but it just didn't give me that. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's probably going to keep going, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Man, that's lame. I'm saying it's lame because I lost. Some people probably, I mean, I guess like looking in hindsight, right? It's like we put in low of the day and then we tried to go for the low again and we didn't even get to it. They respected it again. And I said that as I was entering the short. I was like, okay, my only concern is we have these equal lows here. And it just so happened that they respected it today and we ran it back up, which sucks for me, but it's cool. I'm going to eat a banana. Okay, there I go. Day high. Could be a double top setup. Well, I was wrong. What can I say? Yeah. So what? I wonder if SPY goes to 682 today. The highs from last week. I think that's pretty. I think that could be pretty likely. It's only another like $3. Should just stop me out in like $2 in one candle. Man, she ripping. It's crazy. Yeah. So one thing I do like to know, I mean, you see I have the RSI here. So something that is raising my attention is that we have this high on the RSI where it was overbought. Now we just made a new high on the day and it's overbought again, but the high on the RSI is lower than the high before. Meanwhile, the high here is higher than the high. This high is higher, but this high is lower. So that's usually, I think that's bearish sentiment. Like we have, this is going downwards, but this is clearly upwards. And I think that's like divergence. I think that's what they call that. I think if it does end up selling all the way back down to the 5 minute and touching it, I would like to try it. I need to draw this line at the. Damn, I should not have done that. Oh well. Dang, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I fucking took it off. Nope, that's not what I meant to do either. Okay, cool. Putting in higher low. Okay. I mean, this looks like bullish price action. If I've seen it, like broke 5 minute high, put in a higher low, made a new high on the day, making a higher low. Probably gonna make another high on the day. And then, like I said, probably go for 682, where we started stalling out here this day. But I don't know. All we can do is wait and see and watch price. Yeah, it looks pretty bullish though. Like if I was to just take a trade right there, the close of that candle, stop below that, and 2 to 1 right there. Stop below that. I don't know. I feel like he wants to sell, bro. I'm gonna take this off because it's whatever. Where was it though? Oh, it would have been up to the blue level. Damn, that is pretty likely. this looks like a good short, bro. Like, this isn't within the strat though, but like, I feel like this looks like a good short. Like, we just stop out above high of day, and I think this would ride all the way back down to the 5 minute. That would be sick. It's interesting. If I would have entered at the close of that. We'll see. It's 1 minute. I would like to, but it's like outside of my strat. I'd be breaking my rules, really. So I'm not gonna do it to myself. I guess I'll just watch. IDK. Mm-mm. I mean, on the 5 minute here, we're looking like higher volume than this previous candle. You got a doji with the highest volume. That's the problem. Indecision there. But then it looks like it chose. Bro. I like really want to go fucking short. I just don't know because it's not the strat. But like, I just think that this looks good to go short. Back down to the 5 minute orb. So, I mean, there's still 40 or 50 minutes left, but there's a good chance that this is the low of the day, and that's possibly the high of the day. It's a good chance. Okay, so we just did a slow, low volume sell again. We're basically here at these equal lows. This is kind of how I got caught down here, recognizing the same kind of structure. So yeah, I definitely don't want to be caught short in here if it's gonna put in a rather low, a higher low at least. I'm just talking out loud, vocalizing my thoughts. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna come back down to the 5 minute orb high for sure. Okay, we're really right at this hammer candle again. So I think buyers, if they were gonna try to fight it here, this is where they would start. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 red candles in a row. Pretty low volume though. Excuse me. Okay. 15-minute is closing strong. We had this huge 15-minute and we're closing above the half point. So I think that's still bullish for now. And then we're watching the 5 here. And the 1. You know, equal lows like right here. There's the bounce. That looks pretty interesting, pretty juicy. Equal lows. I'm not in, but I just have that drawn there. Wee. Good thing I didn't get in. I'm being cooked right now. Down bad even more. Damn, man. Because I was talking about shorting it all the way back up here. It's gonna do it too. It's gonna go all the way back down to 5-minute orb. I'm gonna be like, fuck. Could have took that trade. I was talking about it, but it just wasn't my trade. It's not my strategy that I'm trying to trade right now. So I just didn't take it. Okay. So we just broke that little low. Let's see what happens. That was on high volume too. Broke that low. We just closed below it. Retesting it. Honestly, I would. If we close down below this, fucking. That is the play. That is the play. Let's see if they get me in there. Wow, the way it just ticked. It's gonna get me in. Okay, it just tapped me in right there. Go ahead and do this again, man. Let's try this again. I'll lose 50 bucks, or I'll make 130 bucks. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting played with, bro. And I don't like it. I feel like the same thing that happened last time is about to happen again. It's always like, bro. What on earth, bro? It's always like some huge green candle. Like as soon as I'm like, you know what, I think this looks good, and then boom, I get fucking tore a new one. If I lose this trade, I'm just gonna be done for the day. There's no need. What on earth, bro? Just stops me out. Stops me out. It's ridiculous though, honestly. I genuinely don't know what to think of that. And now it's back above the low, the level that I drew. So yeah, it's looking like I'm about to get stopped out again. Okay, well, stopped out. All right, I'm done for the day.